First of all, did it happen?
Yeah, it did. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but...
Two perfect shots, Michael. You got me in the water on one and over the green on the other.
Golf is supposed to be a sport of honor, respect, and tradition, but sometimes it's anything but respectful. Sergio Garcia, in a full-on tantrum, spit straight into the cup for the next guy to put over. Then there's the Ryder Cup, where Team USA stormed the green in celebration, before their opponent even finished putting. And don't even get me started on Patrick Reed's caddy, who jumped off a golf cart and shoved a fan because the heckling got too real. From public meltdowns to flat-out cheating, some moments have left golf fans stunned. The question is, when does frustration cross the line into pure disrespect? Let's start with Sergio Garcia spitting in the cup.
First of all, did it happen?
Yeah, it did. I mean, I'm not going to say no, but...
Sergio Garcia missed a putt, and instead of handling it like an adult, he did something so nasty that golf fans still talk about it. He leaned over and spit directly into the cup, and this wasn't just some quick, barely noticeable thing. It was caught on camera, on live TV, with the whole world watching.
I didn't spit, I just let it go down, but anyway, it's not a big deal.
That means the next group had to walk up, see Garcia's frustration spit sitting in the hole, and put over it. Players were disgusted, fans were furious, and commentators straight up called him out for one of the most disrespectful acts ever seen in golf.
It would have been... it did go in the middle, and it wasn't going to affect anybody else, so...
The backlash was brutal. Garcia, who was first taking it so lightly, had no choice but to issue a public apology, admitting that, yeah, this might have been one of the dumbest things he'd ever done, which, let's be honest, isn't really up for debate. Secondly, we have Bryson DeChambeau's Brooksie meltdown.
Can we get a distance statistic on that? I mean, it looked like a pretty good toss. That's on the next tee up.
Bryson DeChambeau might be one of the most sensitive players on tour because, after months of fans trolling him by yelling Brooksie, he finally snapped. It all started with his feud with Brooks Koepka, which the fans loved stirring up. At first, he laughed it off, but by the time the BMW Championship rolled around, he was done. After losing a playoff game, a fan saw his chance, yelled, "Nice, Brooksie," and Bryson completely lost his mind. He whipped around, locked eyes with the guy, and stormed toward him, screaming, "Get the F out!" Security had to step in, and the PGA Tour actually banned fans from saying Brooksie to avoid further chaos. Let's be real, that wasn't only getting on nerves, that was disrespectful. Next is Patrick Reed's caddy versus fan brawl.
This was his practice swing, and you can see when he took the club back,
Patrick Reed already has one of the worst reputations in golf, so when the President's Cup crowd in Australia came for him, nobody was surprised. The fans were on him non-stop, heckling him every hole. They called him a cheater, brought up his past controversies, and basically made sure he never forgot it. Reed somehow kept his cool, but his caddy, not so much. After hearing one insult too many times, Kessler Corain, who also happens to be Reed's brother-in-law, completely lost it. He jumped off the golf cart, ran straight at the spectator, and shoved him. Security had to step in before it got worse. The PGA did not take this lightly. They straight up banned Corain from caddying for the rest of the tournament, which had never happened in President's Cup history. Honestly, Reed's lucky it wasn't worse, but surely that was disrespectful. On number 4, there's Mickelson's moving ball trick. Phil Mickelson had one of the weirdest moments in US Open history, and he did it on his birthday. It was a rough day for him, and things got worse when he hit a putt that started rolling down a massive slope. Most guys would take the penalty, drop their head, and move on. Phil, he sprinted after the ball and hit it again before it stopped moving.
His speed has been terrible. Whoa.
That's not how golf works. Fans in the gallery gasped. The commentators were stunned. But here's the best part. He straight up admitted he did it on purpose.
Wow.
That's stunning.
He knew the rule and took the penalty instead of letting the ball roll off the green. Some called it smart gamesmanship. Others called it straight away disrespect to the game. Either way, it was one of the most bizarre things Phil has ever done, and that's saying something. And how can we miss Allison Lee and the Shirtless Caddies bet?
86 yards, front right.
Golf isn't exactly known for wild celebrations, but this one took things to another level. During the 2024 Solheim Cup, Allison Lee and her caddy made a bet that sounded harmless at first. If she holed out, her caddy would have to take his shirt off. Pretty harmless, right? Well, then it actually happened. The ball went in, and the caddies stuck to the deal, ripping off their shirts and running around like they just won the lottery. Some fans thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen.
Put it away!
Well, his nickname's Show.
Others were deeply offended, talking about the dignity of the game and asking what kids watching at home would think. Let's be real. In this gentleman's game, there's no place for such a thing. On number 6, we got Tom Kim destroying his locker in anger.
For a lot of encouragement from Paul Tesori, he does just what he asked.
Tom Kim is usually one of the happiest guys in golf, but not that day. He was playing in his home country of South Korea, made it to a playoff, and had a chance to win in front of a home crowd. It was the perfect storyline, until he completely blew it up.
Almost jarred it.
His final chip shot went long, and just like that, the tournament was over. Kim walked off, went into the locker room, and punched a metal locker so hard he broke it. His team tried to play it off, saying he was just opening the locker too aggressively.
Agency, this was his locker. The door removed in something of a temper tantrum.
Sure, because people always accidentally punch metal objects so hard they leave dents. Fans were stunned because Kim isn't the kind of guy to throw tantrums and show disrespect to the game. But when you're that close to a win and lose, something's getting punched for sure. Next is Sergio Garcia's racist comment about Tiger Woods.
I don't care if I'm gonna play with Tiger or not.
Sergio Garcia and Tiger Woods never liked each other, but Garcia took it way too far with this one.
Upcoming tournament, he said, "We will have him round every night. We will serve fried chicken."
At a press event, someone jokingly asked if he'd ever have dinner with Tiger. Instead of laughing it off or dodging the question, Garcia said the worst thing possible. "We'll have him over and serve him fried chicken."
My answer was totally stupid and out of place.
It took about 3 seconds for the golf world to explode. People were furious, and rightfully so.
Silly, it was wrong, hurtful, and clearly inappropriate. I'm confident that there is real regret that the remark was made.
The racial stereotype was so obvious, even Garcia immediately knew he screwed up. TaylorMade dropped him on the spot, and he had to issue a huge public apology. Tiger didn't even have to say much. Everyone knew this was bad. Garcia spent the next few weeks doing damage control, but once you say something like that, you don't just erase it. On number 8, we have the Solheim Cup putt controversy.
Pettersen infamously declared that she had not conceded a 2-foot putt to Allison Lee.
If there's one thing you don't do in match play, it's mess around with conceding putts. Well, Suzann Pettersen made sure that's exactly what happened. American rookie Allison Lee had a short putt and assumed it was conceded, like 99% of short putts in team events. Wrong. The second she picked up her ball, the European team pounced, saying, "Nope, that wasn't conceded."
บอกว่าลูกของ Allison Lee กูดนะฮะ
แล้วอลิสันนี่เดินไปเก็บเลยครับ
เดินไปเก็บเลยนะครับ
Lee's jaw dropped. Her partner Charlie Hull started crying. Complete chaos followed. The American team was furious. The European team wouldn't back down, and the captains were ready to fight. Even some European players looked uncomfortable, like they knew this wasn't a good look.
เข้าไปคุยกับทางกรรมการอยู่ครับ
นี่ครับ Allison Lee ร้องไห้นะครับท่านผู้ชม
Team USA used the drama as fuel and stormed back to win the whole thing, and Pettersen later apologized for how it all went down. Too late. That reputation stuck and the disrespect was done. On number 9, we have Jordan Spieth calling out his caddy on national television.
Softly.
Jordan Spieth hits 2 bad shots, and instead of taking the blame like a pro, he throws his caddy under the bus on national TV. His tee shot on the 8th hole at the US Open keeps rolling and rolling and rolling until it ends up on the rocks.
Boy, that's just compounding his problems.
Then he drops, hits his next shot way too far, and it lands in deep rough. Spieth, clearly frustrated, looks at his caddy, Michael Greller, and blames him for both shots.
2 perfect shots, Michael. got me in the water on one and over the green on the other.
2 perfect shots, Michael. You got me in the water on one and over the green on the other. Oh, come on. Golf Twitter went off, calling it disrespectful and embarrassing. Greller didn't say a word, but you know he was thinking, dude, I don't swing the clubs. And we saved the best one for the last, the 1999 Ryder Cup celebration disaster. Team USA was pumped. Justin Leonard had just drained a ridiculous 45-foot putt on the 17th hole, and that was it. Game over, right? Wrong. The match wasn't even over yet. Jose Maria Olazabal still had a very important putt left to tie the hole, but good luck focusing when the entire US team, caddies, wives, and random hype men were already stomping all over the green like they'd won the Super Bowl. Complete chaos. The European team was furious, the crowd was going nuts, and Olazabal had to just stand there, watching the madness, waiting for people to get off the green so he could actually putt. Unsurprisingly, he missed, and just like that, Team USA pulled off the biggest Ryder Cup comeback ever. But at what cost? Some still call it one of the most disrespectful celebrations in golf history. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.